What's going on, everybody? Dialerix TV back with another video, and in today's video I'll be discussing an article pertaining to the Los Angeles Lakers and them possibly finally making a deal for Kyrie Irving. This article was written by Bleacher Report Tim Daniels, and the headline reads: Lakers rumors, LA willing to include 2 first-round draft picks in Kyrie Irving trade. So he goes on to say the Los Angeles Lakers are reportedly now willing to include 2 first-round draft picks in a potential trade for Brooklyn Nets point guard Kyrie Irving. It says LA's reluctant to add a second round 1 selection has been a snag in talks throughout the offseason, but Christian Winfield of New York Daily News reported Wednesday the Lakers have decided to put both their 2027 and 2029 first rounders on the table in trade talks. It's the first sign of tangible progress toward a possible blockbuster deal that will reunite Irving with LeBron James after they captured an NBA championship together with the Cleveland Cavaliers. So if you guys would like to read the full article, the link is in the description box. So honestly, I think that this will be a huge risk that me personally, if I were the Lakers GM, I wouldn't take, but it would most definitely be a huge risk for the Los Angeles Lakers if they were to decide to part with the last picks for Kyrie Irving, because the Lakers have already traded away a pick and the Kyle Kuzma deal for Russell Westbrook, and they already mortgaged their future with trading for Anthony Davis by trading off their young guys, their young core, and trading multiple first round picks for Anthony Davis, who's been injury prone since he's been with the Lakers. Hell, he's been injury prone before he even joined the Lakers, right? Okay, so it would be a huge risk for the Los Angeles Lakers to part with their last picks for Kyrie Irving, who has built a reputation in the league for being a team killer and a horrible teammate. He left the Cleveland Cavaliers, he left Boston, and he's now looking to run once again. He's a runner, he's a track star. He'll run away when it gets hard. Okay. So to me, the cons outweigh the pros, okay? The cons outweigh the pros. Kyrie Irving is a phenomenal player, great basketball player, great ball handling skills, really great shooter, great finisher at the rim. However, I think mentally he struggles at dealing with the media. You know, if he believes that the New York media is tough and fierce, well, old buddy, you just wait till you come to Los Angeles and you see what happens if you go on a losing streak. Now, Kyrie Irving already know how difficult it is of dealing with the ESPN media, right? And the media is so ruthless in Los Angeles, it's going to make you start swinging at the cameras and run out the press room, okay? And ask to get traded, you know. But as I said before, and I'll continue to say it, I don't think that the Los Angeles Lakers will trade for Kyrie Irving. I think these reports are false. And I think that they're surfacing solely because LeBron James hasn't signed an extension and they're looking to save face so they could, control the narrative. There's a lot of uncertainty with this roster going into next season because they really haven't improved from last season, but they're expecting a better result. LeBron James and Russell Westbrook don't play great together, and LeBron James do not want to play with Russell Westbrook again. Okay. Anthony Davis could just get injured by sniffing in his direction. And then there are reports that Darvin Ham called a meeting, because they want to have the offense run through Anthony Davis. But I think that isn't going to last long either, because LeBron James is very ball dominant and he's not great at playing off the ball. So eventually the offense will just resort back to the LeBron James system, right? Everything running through LeBron James, and the offense will be stagnant. But another one of the main reasons that I think that this deal won't get done is because the Nets won't trade Kyrie Irving, because I think now they've taken it personal, simply to prove a point to Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant that you have no control. You don't run nothing, right? Because typically in the past, you've seen where the front office will allow the players to give their opinions on the roster changes and the coaches, so on and so forth. But they've literally just said that they're going to stick with Steve Nash and they're going to stick with their general manager. So I think the Nets will keep Kyrie Irving, and I think the Lakers are stuck with Russell Westbrook next season. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Y'all get in that comment box, like, share, subscribe. I'm out.